Hello, welcome to my How to Solo Aksis Part 2. This part I will explain how to go about the damage phase and how to survive into the next phase. So in my previous videos I've talked about how to actually down his shield, and now I'm going to explain the next step that we have found so far. Before I explain all this, while you're just watching the beginning of this, downing his shield, I just do one ball at a time. You can do two balls, then one ball, but as of now, there's nothing, we have no information on if time is going to be a problem or not, so as of now we might as well just go for the safest way possible and just throw one ball at a time. It's super consistent, easiest way to down the shield. Alright, so other than that, I want to say one more thing real quick before we get into the bulk of this part, is that I could be just keeping all of these strats a secret and not showing anyone. Almost all the progress made on solo Aksis so far has been me and me alone. I could just keep it a secret, but I'm showing everyone so everyone can have the knowledge and add to the strat. I want to do this because I want to see this guy get soloed. It's going to be extremely hard, so we need to come together, and we have been. I've been really, I really have been appreciating all the work from everyone. Like, Scarjo tested Final Sand strat, so we know how to do that. Now I'm going to give credit to all the stuff so far. So, downing his shield was 100% me. I figured that out on, like, Friday night, basically, and then like perfected it Saturday morning. Then how to keep your empowerment when you die was all Flesh on accident. He figured it out and it works 100% consistently. I'll show that here at the end of this video. Then this damage phase and how to go about the damage phase was myself, Sneed, and Clark. We kind of sat there and tested it with 3 people for a bit and figured out the best ways to go around it. But anyways, now I'm going to talk about what I'm doing in the video. So I can't remember. I think this is phase 2 of downing his shield. So what you want to do is, to go about these first 2 phases, is you just want to wait a long time before you kill the captain. That way you hit enrage before the servers get to the little squares. Then you just die like I did right there. Wait until the blast goes past you and self-res and throw the ball. It's super consistent once you do it a few times. Super easy, you just have to do it 3 times. The only difference on this 3rd phase, you're not going to wait for the density to go off, you're just going to do it as fast as possible. And I like to wait until the server is kind of in a decent spot before I throw the ball, or die in self-res and kill him and all that, as you'll see here in a second. But on the 3rd phase, when you're actually laying down his shield, that's the most important phase to kill as many shanks as possible. You want middle and right cleared the best you can, so that way you don't have to deal with them during the damage. Alright, so I'll explain our concept of the damage phase. So once you actually down him and he teleports, you want to stand, position yourself in mid-map, and you're going to hope that he goes front mid or back mid. If that happens, you're going to slam him and do more damage for that extended 5-10 seconds, whatever it is. But if he doesn't go front mid or back mid, on the 2 sides and plus middle where the servers go, the little glass squares on the ground, you can slam your empowered there and get your super back. So what that means is, even though you're self-resing to do the damage with the last ball, you're going to get your super back during the damage phase. So the best case scenario is he teleports middle, you slam him, you do some damage, he teleports to left, let's say, then the thing to slam your super, which you'll see at the end of the video, is middle or right. Then you just go get your super, die, and self-res, and then you're on to the next phase where you have to do another 2 or 3 phases down his shield, and so on and so on. I'm pretty sure you're going to see it right here. So I self-res instantly when I die to keep my empowered. That's how you do it. I throw the ball. When I throw the ball, he's going to teleport. He teleports back, so I got lucky. So I'm going to slam him. After you slam him, you do some damage with a Scorch Cannon. Right now, I'm not worrying about damage. I'm just trying to do the strat. Then, here in a second, he's going to teleport again, and then I'm going to go for my super. You'll see that here in a second. So the super thing, I'm looking for it. It doesn't pop up right away. There's a light right there. You can see it. It's on the right side. I go to it. I don't get there in time because I'm bad. But if you slam that, you get your super back. Then once he goes to middle and does critical density again, you just die and self-res and move on to the next phase of taking down his shield. So that's our complete idea so far of how to do it. A few things we need to figure out to make this more consistent is if there's a way to tell where the slam super things spawn every time. I feel like there's a pattern, because both times I've done it so far, it's been right. I don't know if that's like a coincidence or an actual pattern. So we can figure that out. That'll make that way more consistent. And so yeah, so thing you need to remember from this video is you're not gonna get damage every single phase you drop his shield. You're gonna have to get lucky. You're gonna have to, like, the times he goes middle are the times you're gonna get damage. All the other times you're just gonna get worried about getting your super back and move on. So as of now, I feel like this fight will be like a 2-hour fight, maybe to 3-hour fight. So it's gonna be really long. It's definitely possible. Higher light will help a lot. But yeah, leave comments below with anything you guys can think of, or any new strats, or anything that might help. And yeah, thanks for watching. Later.